Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know, we've watched it through the centuries. Well, we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Dump off to his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now looking to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, they're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Caton, here's now the key. With that #1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
Up to the races, middle of the field. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Broncos nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Complete out to the right. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
To throw here on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 24. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
Come on, come on. Back all 80. Let's go.
Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. He's going to throw this one. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Hut, hut.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
This throw is caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd try. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Robinson takes out a run stop. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. New set of downs for him from the 46.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
He was taken down behind
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
A gain of a yard.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He lofts one deep, center of the field. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinals.
From the 39. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Viking 18. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
Play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 22. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
Unlock line.
He takes off with it. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter done here in Super Bowl 66. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this.
On the jump.
Back now at Super Bowl 66, and I think everybody, right? You all are eager to get back to the action. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He has room past the 25. And he's out of bounds, but this one's not going to stay there. That flag is going to give him half the distance to the goal on top of it. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Here we go. Set.
They put a receiver in motion here left. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
6-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
He'll pass it this time. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, steady.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Roll.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's got London left side. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I'm sorry, Kate. I'm trying to remember a time that we saw a lead change on a safety. It's been a while, and that effort defensively nearly got it done. So close to the goal line with that sack.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Escapes the pocket. And the floater falls to the deck. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. He'll field this at the 48. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Falcons taking over on offense. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And the man is there to knock that away.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they'll get this forward to about the 28. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds his back, it's Robinson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Throwing it again here. Throwing the out route complete. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
A 21-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He worked so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Chooses to bring this one out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hanson has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds him. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready.
They go play action on first. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. To the outside, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over after the interception. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
At their own 5-yard line.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he was escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. All right, set now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 28. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
He's got this at the 27. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. He'll throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, hey!
Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Smash, smash! Go! Jack Panther!
Looking for a throw here. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard
Hey, hey.
line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
19!
From the 25 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
On the set!
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Oh, stiff ball. He's denied the goal line, but they're still going to have a chance here, Brock. That play did get him enough to make it 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Pass to 60. Go!
Robinson takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
18 Cardinal. Ready, go!
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane, no touchdown.
Here we go.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. It's a design boot. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a give left side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Complete out to the right. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Takes it 3rd and
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
a 34-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And that does it for the 3rd here in Super Bowl 66. Only 1 quarter remaining. It's Broncos ball, and they've got to erase that deficit if they want to win this title. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Ready, break.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go, score.
3rd and long for him here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the big gain downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Get it.
This time he's looking to throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Okay, ready.
We'll try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Come back in. Ready.
Here's a throw. Connecting on a slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st
That's a
down.
gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Stay.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
Okay, break.
down. First and 10 at the 12-yard
Here we
line.
go. Stop. Pick up.
Pass play coming here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for number
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
intended for number 17.
Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Down and 10.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
18, fight. Here we go. Here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos come through to tie it in the fourth. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
The
Hey,
31-yard line.
alert.
From the 31. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Top work.
He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Denver set to take the field on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Setting him on the dive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 7.
Ready. Cougar 19.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
It's a gain of
Ready, ready.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
10 through 11. 10 through 11. Get it. Crap throw it. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go.
There's a dive up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Viking 18. Steady.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this. this. Here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go.
He'll throw it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Broncos holding just a 1-point advantage. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some all-important insurance. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8.
Broncos 28, Falcons 20.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Jukes one defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Finds his man over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Back to
6
throw.
at the 47-yard line.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Touch the Eagles. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run for this. Juke the defender. Flashing some serious skill there. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's 1st and 10. We'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Setting up to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for.
Hey,
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Check.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Ready up.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down.
Let's go. Bronco, set up.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
18 Cardinal. No.
And the spike stops the clock. 28 seconds left. Need better results here on second and goal from the 10.
Two. Hawk 7.
Pass play now. That's incomplete on second down. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they'll be left with third and goal. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive.
Bronco
Now to
switch.
throw.
Bronco switch.
And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the deep.
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain. Long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs. With limited time left, you got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal.
Cougar 19. Take off.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Falcons 28. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed for some elevation. The Denver Broncos are your Super Bowl champions. This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some of the greatest. The Packers winning the first 2, the Steelers of the 70s going back-to-back twice. In more recent days, the Patriots of the early 2000s and the Chiefs a couple decades later, they're remembered among the all-time greats. And with this win, well, these guys have officially joined them.
So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books. For our entire team here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.